Good morning, we are back and I am here to bring you another reading vlog. Welcome back to my channel, guys. I did miss last week's reading vlog. I had a funeral that hit me a lot harder than I thought it would. I think I was in a bit of denial. But yeah, we're not going to go into it because I'm here to bring you positivity. But last week was tough, so I missed a reading vlog. I put my mental health first and I'm now back ready to give you some content. So we are at Sunday and yeah, it was an interesting week last week, so I'll give you a quick recap on the week. I did read The Executioner by Chris Carter, and wow, 4.5-star rating. I'll obviously bring you a full wrap up in my March reading wrap up later on in the month. But wow, I did really enjoy that book, and I did finish it Friday, and I also listened to The Law of Attraction by Laura Carter, which was a dud. I didn't enjoy it, but I think the narration had a massive impact on that. And yeah, I'm currently feeling that in a current read, which I'll talk about in a second, but The Law of Attraction had an American and a British person who were narrated by the same person, and it was a man and a woman. Sounded exactly the same. The woman's British was what I hate in a British accent, and that is an accent that doesn't even exist in England. And it's that traditional posh English accent, and the American sounded English, so it was just not very well narrated in my opinion, but that's a whole new thing. On to today. So I am about to go live and I am going to be reading Redeeming Six by Chloe Walsh. I started it vaguely last night. I intended to read a good chunk yesterday, but I actually ended up gaming, and that's fine. I'm learning to do other things in 2025 that doesn't involve constantly having my head in a book, because as wonderful as that is, there are just other things in life I could be doing than reading. So I'm trying to reduce my reading because I read way too much last year in my opinion. So yeah, Redeeming Six, I'm going to read that on my sprints. We'll probably get a good chunk done today. And I have also started this morning The Vacation by John Marrs. Now, I am 10% in and nothing much has happened, but the first, the prologue had me hooked. So I think it's going to be good. Narration, again, not brilliant. It's like the same person narrating 75 different accents. Like I've had an Australian accent, a German accent, British, American, but they're all very over, the American's very over Americanized, so it's the opposite to The Law of Attraction, but we'll see. The story's hooking me enough compared to The Law of Attraction. So that's the plan for today. I will try and vlog for you if I can remember. I am going to try and be better this week, even if I bring you non-bookish stuff. So yeah, that's the plan, and I'll catch you all very soon. Good morning and happy Monday. So I've decided I'm not going to bring you an end of day update purely because I don't know. I feel like I end up talking about it in the morning anyway. I'm not really very coherent at the end of the day because I'm very tired, and I often get in bed, shut off, and don't look at my phone. So I think it's best that I just don't bring you an end of day update and talk about it in this wrap up. So now that we've got that out of the way, yesterday I did end up reading a lot of Redeeming Six by Chloe Walsh. I read over 200 pages of that book in not one sitting, but throughout the day. I am very immersed. I'm going to quickly read a little bit before I go to work. However, today is miserable. It's raining, which means I probably shouldn't walk. But if I drive, I have to go nearly to get a parking space. So yeah, I might just get wet. But anyway, so yeah, Redeeming Six. I am a good way through. So I am basically just going to read Redeeming Six before I go to work. I read most of that yesterday, well, a quarter of that yesterday. And the other thing yesterday was I did listen to The Vacation before I went live by John Marrs. I read 46 pages. Now, I don't know what it is with me and holiday destination thrillers. I just don't think they're my vibe. So I've listened to it again this morning. There is some footage coming after this video about that, of me listening while I'm journaling. It's a very long book. It's about 500 pages long, about 12 hours in listening hours. I just don't know. the gist I can get is we've got so many points of view, I'm not really sure. So I haven't read anything on any of John Mars's book. I just noticed the backlog I want to read and I love him as an author. But as it stands, I'm struggling. Like, some of the chapters you're like, oh. But then others I'm just like, what's happening? What's going on? Like, I don't really know where it's going at the moment, and I'm a couple of hours in now. But yeah, so as it is my admin day, I have got a few other bits because a lot of things change after the next holiday for me. So I am sort of trying to dip in and out of doing other stuff as well as my admin at the same time. So I will be sort of like, words have gone. So I will sort of be in and out. So I won't listen to as much as I normally do, but I do intend to put my headphones in and listen to some more of that today. But yeah, I'm not sure where it's going, and which is so disappointing, but it is what it is. It might be that I just don't like destination souls and I need to stay well away from them after the vacation, but hopefully it picks up. But that are my plans for today. I intend to vlog a little bit, so I'm going to read Redeeming 6 now, so I'll vlog that. I've already vlogged some of my audio this morning. I might even vlog, like, if it's not raining when I set off, me walking to work, I might vlog. I'm planning on building a bit of Lego today, so I might vlog that if I do it, or my diamond art. I don't really know. I haven't decided what I'm doing for my day yet, and now this has become a super long chatty video because it is still too early. The motivation is low today, I'm not gonna lie. Sunday Scaries hit me strong yesterday, but we're gonna give it a good go. Hopefully the weather picks up because nothing is more depressing than a bit of rain. But yeah, on that note, I am gonna read a little and I'll catch you all soon. Tuesday. There's a reason for this. I'm wearing my work uniform today, so nobody needs to know where I work. So yesterday I said I would stop doing the end of day updates and just bring you a morning one. So yesterday I did end up reading quite a lot. So as Monday is my day out of class, I did listen to my audiobook and I did listen to I think about 8 to 9 pages of that. I said I would listen to less today as normal, and it was just a good way to get lost, but I did unexpectedly listen to it before I went to work, which I don't normally do on a Monday. But I was up early and feeling very unmotivated, so audiobook it was. In terms of Redeeming 6, I actually read another 100 pages of that. I am immersed in the story and wish I had the energy to read for longer. By the time I got home yesterday, I ended up building Lego, which you can just see behind me there, it's a little flower. And I did end up reading, and Redeeming 6 I am invested, so I'm 340 pages in now, so I'm a third of the way through the book basically, because it is a 900 page whopper. So it's going to take me a while, but I'm fine with that because I'm immersed in the story and I'm really enjoying it. And I am aware I've got plenty of time to read it, so I'm not rushing it. It's very hard hitting, and emotionally that's kind of where I'm at the moment, so I think I need to take it slow so that I can read it and accept it, and if I need to put it down, I need to put it down. On that, I will intentionally be picking it up again today, so I'm going to read a chapter before I go to work. I want to go in early, but again, I'm unmotivated, so what I am going to do is read one chapter, still get in reasonably early, and then, yeah. And then I do also intend to pick it up now. I said I was finishing early Monday or Tuesdays. That didn't happen yesterday, and it's not going to happen today. It's end of financial year. I've got an audit to do for my ICT role, so I am working late again today, but I'm hoping not as late that I can still read before tea. So that is the plan, and then if not, I do intend to read after tea. But as you can probably hear in the background, there is a snoring dog I'm currently looking after, and she's getting collected tonight, so it all depends, because if my nephew comes, I'll get nothing read because I'll want cuddles. So that is the plan, and I also intend to pick up the vacation again today, this afternoon. I am on planning time, and my intention is to put my headphones in and just ignore the world this afternoon and get loads of work done and just get my head straight for the week ahead. So that is the plan. I am going to read a bit of Redeeming 6 now, so I will film that for you. I am struggling with the content side again, guys. I'm sure by now it is absolutely no shock. But yeah, that is the plan. So enjoy some content of me reading and have a lovely Tuesday, and I'll bring you another update tomorrow, but tomorrow will be a little bit different. Good morning and happy Wednesday. Yesterday was a bit of a wild day. I still have a gorgeous dog, so if you hear snoring in the background, I do apologise. However, yesterday I did listen to the vacation. However, I felt a little motivated. I'm not enjoying it, which upsets me a little because I love John Mars. So yeah, like, I'm going with it. It's not terrible, but I don't know. I'm just definitely not a destination thriller girly. I think I've discovered that. Although I love Lucy Clark, so I don't know what's going on. It might be the audiobooks are on the way out for me, who knows. But I did pick up Redeeming 6 before I went to work and before I went to bed, so there's no footage of me when I went to bed because I did shut off and turn my phone off. It had been a day and I just wanted to get lost in a book to forget my life and go into somebody else's clearly horrendous life while I'm reading Redeeming 6. That being said, on to today. I do intend to carry on reading Redeeming 6 and I will be reading that before I go to work. I have probably about 20 minutes before I need to set off. So I'm going to pick up and read a bit more. And as it is Wednesday, guys, thank the Lord we're halfway through the week. I'm going to be picking up Sirens tonight for our book club. We will be reading the third instalment, so currently at the halfway point, really enjoying it. Not sure where it's going, but I like that about the book. But yeah, so that is the plans for today. And I did actually realise yesterday, so I've been watching a few other like booktubers, just trying to get a bit of inspo to kind of make my channel a bit better. And I saw them talking about their 5-star reads of 2025, and I actually realised we are halfway through March and I've not yet rated a book 5 stars this year. Don't know what that says about me, guys. So yeah, we'll have to see. I don't think the Sirens is gonna be a 5-star or Redeeming 6, so hopefully I can find a 5-star read. And completely unrelated to this blog, but I am very excited about it. So if you see me recommend books, you'll know I recommend The Echo Man and The 20 by Sam Holland. Well, yesterday, NetGalley so kindly accepted my act to read The Countdown Killer by Sam Holland, her most recent release that is coming out soon. So that makes me absolutely super excited. So yeah, I got a bit of exciting news yesterday and a bit of a down day, but we're going with it. That is my update. Like I said, I am going to read Redeeming 6 now, so I'll drop a bit of footage for you. I'll try and get some book club footage, but obviously I'll be on my phone for book club, but we'll give it a go. But that's Wednesday for you guys, and I'll bring you an update tomorrow on how I did. Good morning and happy Thursday. I did manage to get some footage yesterday, which I was quite impressed by. I did precariously balance a desk selfie stick thing on a buffet last night, but we did it. So yesterday I did read The Sirens by Amelia Hart, and I did read To the Checkpoint, and oh my goodness, did that book pick up. Slight not annoyance, but yeah, I kind of half guessed what was coming. So I didn't guess it from the beginning. There was something that happened about 2 or 3 chapters before, and I was like, oh yeah, no, I know what's going to happen. Obviously not going to spoil it for anyone, but yeah, so that's immediately knocking it off the 5 stars, guys. I'm trying to find a 5-star read, I really am. So yeah, that was The Sirens. I am really enjoying it. I'm very much looking forward to finishing that next week. And I did read Redeeming 6, as you saw, before I went to work, and I did also read some a little bit after I finished the book called Pages. I am very invested. It is here and ready to be read. I'm so invested. I just want to read it. And that leads me on, obviously, to today's update. And I am going to be reading Redeeming 6 today, but that's probably all I'm going to read. So I'm going to sit and read now. I've been awake since 4. Tried to go back to sleep, got up at 4:45, I've done a very short workout, had a shower, etc. So I'm ready like a good 40 minutes before work. So I am going to sit and read for a little while, try and calm myself down a little bit, and then, yeah, go to work. And I've got the food shop to do tonight. But then, after I've had tea, I should actually have about an hour before bed to read so I can really get stuck in. The only thing is, right, guys, I would technically have read a book this week because I've read 420 pages of this. And so yeah, basically this is 2 books worth. So if I get this finished this week, it'll be a miracle. But yeah, I'm going to hop off now and read. I'll bring you some footage, and yeah, I'm doing a bit better with this blog this week, guys, but I think it's because I'm so invested in this. And I need to sort of film footage for my other socials too, because I'm doing a Tackle My TBR challenge. So yeah, that's my update, guys. Don't really have much more to say. So I'll catch you all for an update tomorrow, but have some footage of me reading Redeeming 6. And happy Friday. Thank the Lord it's Friday. So let's talk about yesterday first and foremost. And I did read Redeeming 6 yesterday. So I read a little bit in the evening, and I did end up reading about 70 pages. I'm so invested in this book. Like, I cannot begin to tell you, I'm about 60% in now, and also it's like 900 pages, so it's taken me a while, but I'm inhaling it, but I'm devouring it, but like at a slow and steady speed. Like, I'm really taking in what's going on. That being said, on to Friday, I have been awake since 3 a.m. Insomnia is hitting me good this week, I must say. I don't know how I'm still functioning, but we're going to work again one more day, and then I can sleep the weekend away if I need to. And I have been reading this in bed on my Kindle, so not to disturb my partner, and I did read another good chunk of pages. I don't know how many, I haven't fully recorded it yet. About another 80 pages this morning, so I'm going to read a little bit more. I have managed to catch a lift to work, so I don't have to walk or take the car. So I'm just waiting for the I've set off text, and then I will be ready to go. So I'm going to read until then. I'm fully ready to go. I did stay in bed till my alarm, so I did try to go back to sleep for a good while. And then I spent an hour reading before I got up. And I can only read at rapid pace, but because I was in bed and tired, obviously I read slower, and the scenes are getting very, very intense now. Like, I don't want to obviously ruin it for other people, but the story's really ramped up, and we're now at a point where if you've read Binding and Keeping 13, it's come together now. So it's got to the point where Binding 13 finished. So we're going through like the aftermath of all that now. So it's hard hitting, and obviously Chloe Walsh has announced this week that she is releasing another one, which comes out the week I'm off work. So depending if I've read Taming 7 by then, I may just read it that weekend. I'm gonna see. I've got like basically 2 months to read it, but a massive book to commit to. Like, I'm so glad I picked this up in the middle of the week, because it's been a week since middle of the month, sorry. It's been a week since I picked this up nearly, and obviously I'm still 60% because it is such a like chunky book, and obviously it's hard hitting. It's not like a quick thriller, so yeah, but I'm actually happy that I'm not binging through it. So that being said, I'm going to put some footage on now of me reading Redeeming 6. I didn't get any in bed. Obviously it was pitch black, it was 3 AM. And my brain was not functioning. I actually forgot to put my phone on charge as well. So once I've recorded this and filmed me reading, I will probably be putting this back on charge so it has enough power to get me through work. But yeah, that is the plan for Friday. And I'll bring you an update Saturday, which obviously will be to the last day of the blog. So at least I've survived the week and I've done quite well. I feel like I've actually brought you a pretty substantially decent blog. So we're going to go with it. And just a reminder, the poll is up for who my next author backlist is. Obviously this is going out on a Sunday and I'm recording it Friday, but yeah, that is when it goes out. So make sure you're voting in my poll as well, guys, because I want to know what author I'm backlisting. I've thrown a bit of a red herring in there with Lynn Painter, but I love Lynn Painter. So they're all authors I don't mind backlisting. So let me know and have a lovely Friday. The weekend is in sight, guys. Good morning and happy Saturday. It is a very late update, I'm not gonna lie. It's like the middle of the morning. In fact, it's near dinner time. I've just been on live on TikTok for the most wholesome 3 hours, so I didn't want to come off. So I'll bring you my Saturday update. There will be an end of day update on this blog. So basically, different viewpoint for you. Basically, I am gonna be bring you an end of day update, but today's plan, and well, update from yesterday first. I read Redeeming 6. I read 100 pages, but funnily enough, from the update I gave you yesterday morning, I haven't read another thing. So I still read Redeeming 6, and I have, moving on to today, read that. So I've continued to read that this morning, and I'm going to go and read a little bit now before I head out and do some book shopping. If I can remember, I will bring you book shopping with me. But yeah, so Redeeming 6 I'm invested in. I'm going to go and read a little bit more. But yeah, that is the plan. And I have also had my audiobook on this morning, so I've had The Vacation by John Marrs on, and it's getting better, but I'm confused. There's too many points of view. It definitely my least favourite by far for John Marrs. So yeah, we're going to see how that goes with the rest of his backlist. Hopefully it's not as tricky, but yeah. So that is the plan for today. Very quick fire, because I do want to go and like record a couple of bits for TikTok before I come off. But yeah, busy day ahead, so I probably won't read too much, but just wanted to bring you an update. I did read in bed a little bit this morning as well, which was nice. So I'll update you at the end of the day and round up the blog. But yeah, another week done, but it's been such a good productive week. Like, I'm feeling a lot brighter today than I have done the rest of the week. Like, I've just been editing the like rest of the week's vlogs, and you can tell I'm quite tired, I'm quite anxious, whereas today I'm feeling a lot better. So yeah, I am going to go and read a bit more, do a bit of social media while I can, and yeah, that's my plans for the day. If I do manage to get some footage of my book shopping, I will bring you along with me, but have a lovely weekend. So I promised I would bring you an end of day update and I forgot. So it's Sunday, but this is the end of the reading vlog for this week. Obviously it's being posted today as I'm recording this particular video. I didn't actually really get any footage yesterday. I was so busy, I literally was out the door from 11:30, so I didn't read. And then I did read quite a bit at my partner's mum's, but I wasn't recording content there. So yeah, that is the plan. I'm just going to turn this off because... there we go. So yeah, I did read Redeeming 6 yesterday, and I did read quite a bit, I think. I need to log my pages. But yeah, so that is the wrap up really, guys. So thank you for joining me on another week. I did go book shopping and I did pick up 2 books. I picked up Wild Side by Elsie Silver, which obviously I haven't even read the first 2 in the series yet for that, so probably should. And then I picked up Taming Seven, so I do have that on my Kindle, but I didn't have it in paperback, so I do now. So I now own the Boys of Tomlin series complete. But yeah, that is my book haul, that is my reading week. I think it's been a really good week, to be fair, guys, but yeah, I'll be here next week with another reading vlog as always. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me, and if you haven't already, please click that subscribe button, and I'll see you all on the next video.